What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and in today's video I'm going to be walking you guys through a pressure washing job that I just completed. I'm going to let you guys know how I got the job, how much I was paid for the job, and how long it took me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into it. But first off, I want to thank everybody for their support on the first video. I'm still playing around with this concept. I saw a pressure washing video not too long ago, and it had over 100,000 views on it, and it was just a guy pressure washing a driveway. And so that kind of sparked my interest. I was kind of like, you know, I do pressure washing videos, so I was like, why can't I just have a GoPro on my head every time that I do a pressure washing job? And then, you know, maybe I can capitalize on some of those views. I can talk to you guys about the business, and also it's just kind of fun to watch, kind of fun to watch the project come together. So with that being said, I'm still playing around with the structure of these videos, how I want to go about doing them. So if you guys have any constructive criticism, please leave that down in the comment section below, because I would greatly appreciate it. The last one that I did was definitely some longer form content. I think it was about 45 minutes in length. This one's definitely going to be shorter, probably closer to 15 or 17. With this series, I want to keep the content longer, but I want to be able to give you guys, you know, some valuable information while you're watching it. But I'm still playing around with, you know, how long do I want to talk while the pressure washing is going on? Do I want to talk the whole time? Do you guys want to listen to the sounds of the pressure washing and just kind of enjoy the visuals? Do y'all like hearing me talk the entire time? So if you guys could just give me some feedback on that, I would greatly appreciate it. So with that being said, I'm just playing around with the structure of these videos, how I want to go about doing them. And yeah, it's kind of trial and error for me at this point. So yeah. So the way I got this job was, this is actually my apartment building. I live in an apartment where if you're walking down the street, you actually wouldn't know that it was there. It's really tucked away. Me and my buddy found it, and it's just been a great place to live. Now, however, when we were touring the apartments, I noticed that it had a lot of mildew, and it definitely needed a pressure washing job. So we got into the place, and I gave my realtor one of my flyers. Now, this is one of those situations where I'm a college student, you know, I don't look like I really would know what I'm doing as far as pressure washing goes. It doesn't really look like I would know how to handle myself in a professional sense. So building that rapport with her kind of was a little bit of a weird spot for me. But what I did was I just let her know. I said, hey, I do pressure washing. I have a pressure washing business. I handed her my flyer, which is a good reason to have flyers. You know, it's good to have those before and after pictures. And I just said I would love an opportunity to pressure wash the apartment building that I just moved into. So if you're interested, you know, I'll send you over a quote. So she said, yeah, just send me over a quote. I'll see what I can do. So what I did was I didn't send her over a quote. I just waited a little while. I was new to the area. I wanted to get kind of comfortable in the area, in the height of some of the spots in this building. I wasn't really comfortable with doing all the height. Plus, I didn't want to charge her. I felt like I should charge her, you know, a good bit of money to do all this pressure washing. So I wasn't really ready to do that either. I just moved into this place. I haven't even paid, you know, a couple months rent. So I wanted to just give it a little bit of time. So over time, I realized that when it was wet after it had rained, the mildew on all the steps, on all the ground, it was so bad to where I thought, you know, this could be a hazard. People could be sliding and slipping, and if someone were to fall and sue them, it's definitely a liability for them. So currently I've been living in the apartments for about, I would say, 3 months. So 2 days ago, I emailed the lady who got me the apartment. I said, look, you know, it needs to be pressure washed. I send her some pictures. I said, you know, the apartment complex is at a liability with this, as someone could slip and fall. So she looked at the email. She said, hey, that's great. Why don't you go ahead and pressure wash it for me? And I said, all I would want is $150 off the rent for this month. So small. It's just a small cost. It's really no cost to her, because the apartments are probably already paid off. She doesn't have to pay me any cash. All it is just a little bit off my rent. So I'm going to use this to kind of as a gateway. So she saw my work. I actually have before and after photos at the end of this video. So if you guys want to skip to the end, if you guys want to wait till the end, there's before and after pictures of how everything came out. But I just kind of wanted to use this as a grounds to show what I'm capable of doing. So to pay for it, it was $150 off the rent, so she didn't have to pay me anything. I also sent her a link to my Facebook business page, which has other before and after pictures, and she also got one of my flyers. So she didn't really have too much to lose, so, you know, why wouldn't she have said yes? So she said yes to the to me pressure washing, and I went ahead and knocked it out. So the job took me about 4 or 5 hours. Definitely worth my time for $150 off the rent. Like I said, I'm not getting cash, but my rent's due in about 2 weeks, so that's going to be nice to have $150 off of that. The job went well. There was some brick that I had to hit, but unfortunately, it's so old. This complex is so old that some of the brick was coming off pretty bad. So I didn't really touch the brick too much. My selling point was the steps and the ground, because I really wanted, I didn't want anybody to slip and slide and hurt themselves. So that was my two main selling points. I just wanted to kind of hit the brick. I wanted to kind of hit a couple other spots, just kind of see how they came out. Now, when I was recording this video, I had a couple things went wrong. When I clicked the top of the GoPro, usually it records, but for some reason it was only shooting in like 10-second bursts. So that's something I have to figure out as well. If you guys could give me some feedback on whether y'all like the camera angle from the GoPro, or if y'all would want to see the camera angle from somewhere else. I just don't really think I would want to move the camera around too much. I don't want to set it up on a tripod and be moving it around. I look kind of goofy with the GoPro in my head, but honestly, I don't really care. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me, so that's not really a problem at all. Any other takeaways from this job? It was an easy job, getting the ground cleaned up was easy. Honestly, I think a lot of people, they need pressure washing work done. The only thing is it doesn't have to be done right now. It could be done in the future, so they kind of put it off. Pressure washing work is easy to put off. And the second thing is if you go to them and you find the people that need pressure washing work, they'll be much more likely to use you. You know what I mean? They don't have to do any work. You go to them, you give them your credentials, just like with me passing out flyers, just like me doing Facebook ads and things of that nature. When you go to the person, I think they're just much more likely to say yes. And I was in front of her multiple times. She knew that I did pressure washing work. She saw, all my pictures and everything else, so she kind of had a good feeling about what I could do there. But I'm also working on another video where I'm passing out 500 flyers, seeing how many pressure washing jobs I can get. I'm in March right now, and honestly, I'm getting way too many jobs. I passed out 200 flyers, and off of those 200 flyers, at first I got 2 calls back, and then a couple days later, I got 2 more calls. One of those had 2 houses, so that's 5 houses right there. I had a lady that I quoted a couple weeks ago get back with me. She said she was out of town. She said she wants her house and driveway pressure washed. I did this job today. That's 6 jobs, and I just quoted 1 other job. So I've had 7 jobs come up in just the past little while. Now I also have a vending business. I also go to school, and I'm also gearing up because I have a mobile snowball stand, and so the summer is my prime time for the mobile snowball stand, and that season is quickly approaching as well. And I also am flipping a car. I know this sounds crazy to some people. Some people might not believe me. That's okay. You can just watch my channel and see. That's why I'm making all these videos, is because I want to show you guys my hustle and everything that I go through. So everything is just kind of crazy right now for me, crazy in my life. But I'm just making time for it. But that's what my point was. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little off track. My point is that I can't even pass out 500 flyers because I got so many jobs back off of the first round of flyers. Because typically when I hit a neighborhood, I'll get 2 calls out of the neighborhood. That's just how the numbers kind of work out. If the neighborhood's 200 homes, I'll get 2 calls back. So I wasn't really anticipating to get that many calls back, and I was hoping to stack my jobs, but the way everything's coming up, it's just it's getting crazy. So I'm going to have to put that video out with just passing out 200 flyers. Plus, we're in the time of pressure washing. Everybody wants it. Everybody needs pressure washing. Everybody's doing spring cleaning and everything of that nature. With that being said, I also want to add, if there's any other type of value that I can add to you guys through these commentaries for these pressure washing videos, please don't be afraid to put those in the comment section. I just want to thank you guys. If you've watched this far in the video, I just want to thank you so much, and I greatly appreciate your support. I greatly appreciate you watching this far in the video. Let me go ahead and look at some of these questions that I had, and let's see if I can't answer any of them. Somebody commented and said, "You look like Drake from Drake and Josh." If I had $1 for every time someone said that I look like Drake from Drake and Josh, I'd have a lot of money. I'd probably shut this channel down because I'd have so much money. Serious Fireworks asks, what brand of power washers do you recommend? How many horsepower? Now, for somebody just starting off, I would say a Lowe's. Just probably about 2,500 PSI. One thing I don't recommend is the plug-in power washers, pressure washers, whatever you want to call them. I don't think that, they're worth a damn. I wouldn't have, if I'm cutting grass, I don't want a plug-in weed eater. I don't want a plug-in blower. I'm just not with the plug-in scene. So anything plug-in, I'm all gas powered. So I've had my Honda pressure washer. It's 2,500 PSI. It's probably less now at this point, just because over time I think it just loses some of that power. I'm gonna be getting a new setup soon, and when I do, I will let you guys know what I got. But like I said, over time it loses some of that power, but it has lasted me a couple years. And I have a company called Bozeman's that every time my pressure washer kind of goes out, or I need an oil change or whatever, I bring it over to them. They take care of it for me. They check everything. They re-grease or do whatever they have to do to it. So there's a little bit of upkeep, but I have put so many hours into this little pressure washer. So I would say just go to Lowe's, get you something with a Honda engine and something with at least 2,500 PSI. I don't think you really need to go above that, but just for home washing. But a lot of people, this is where I can really capitalize on this market. A lot of people will go out, they'll go to Lowe's, they'll buy a $200 pressure washer. Maybe they pressure wash their house. One thing, it takes a lot of time. People don't realize how much time it takes. So they might get going, they might think it's fun at first, but then it takes so much time. It's like, shit, man, I don't even feel like doing this. And then B, they'll do the whole job, they'll do a good job, but then the pressure washer sits in their sits in their garage for a year, maybe a year and a half before everything gets, back mildewed and everything else. So that's where I come in. You don't even have to buy the pressure washer. You just pay me, and, I'll do a great job. I always make it a point to do more than what I'm paid for the job, because that's just kind of my philosophy. I believe that if I do more than what I'm paid for, then that will only, serve me in the future. People will be more likely to give me recommendations and everything else. So I always like to do more than what I'm paid for. But to answer your question, like I said, I kind of went off on a tangent there. But to answer your question, I would say anything from Lowe's, 2,500 PSI, and not a plug-in. I'm just not a big fan of the plug-in pressure washers. Tim Grady, thank you so much, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim has been supporting me on all my pressure washing videos. He says, you forgot to link your pressure washing setup. Enjoy all the videos, by the way. I'm working on my Amazon affiliate program. Honestly, I've not put the time into it that I need to. I'm going to definitely do it tomorrow. I'm going to sign up for the affiliate program, and then I'll be able to get all my affiliate links, and then I'll be able to link all my equipment down in the comment section. Down in my description. But thank you, Mr. Tim Grady. He's been a great supporter of all my videos. Let me come back to, I actually have two pressure washing videos. Yeah, let's click on this one. If you guys haven't, I'm going to have a playlist. I'll probably link it in the description, but if it's not linked in the description, it will be on my YouTube channel. And the playlist is a pressure washing playlist. So if you guys want to go to that, you guys can check that out, and it will have all my pressure washing videos in it. So I'm just going to come through this, and I'll read a couple of these comments as well. So I have a comment from John Hancock. He said, the towing place I worked at last went through a lot of pressure washers till they got a North Star 300 PSI, 5 gallons per minute. He even left a model number on here. So if you guys want to come back and check out this video, it is my pressure washing concrete episode 1. So he even left a model number on there. He said it's from Northern Tool. It's a $1,500 pressure washer, but it has a 4-year warranty and a Honda engine. I would say anything with a Honda engine is wonderful. Power Horse surface cleaner attachment. He also left the part number for that, and it was $190. And he said that there was 30 tow trucks that had to be pressure washed every 2 days. And once a week, he did the shop floor. He said it's the best pressure washer he's ever used. I'm going to be upgrading my equipment here in just a bit. I did that $1,100 pressure washing video. I did a video on how I made $1,100 on one pressure washing job. I did that entire job with the wand. And let me tell you, man, it takes too much time. It's just not worth my time. I've been saving up my money, so I'm going to invest in a more expensive rig. It's going to take a good chunk out of the money. I'm sorry to the people who like my car flipping videos, but it's definitely necessary because I need to save some time. And I got a job it's a $700 job here, and it is a ton of concrete. I'm going to show you guys that job when I do it, but it is a ton of concrete. If you're still watching the video, make sure you hit that thumbs up for me, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed already. Like I said, I greatly appreciate it. Also, let me know if you just want to hear the pressure washing sounds. Maybe me talking for this long is kind of annoying. I'm not sure, and I haven't done it that much, so just your patience is appreciated, because I'm just only going to get better at it. So, any other comments from this video? Ben70SSS, great guy. He said he's from Ireland. He comments on all my videos. I greatly appreciate Ben70SSS. And Mr. Tim Grady commented on this one as well. Still waiting on that link. LOL. Thanks for all the recent content, Justin. Greatly appreciate you, Mr. Tim Grady, for all the support. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and kind of wrap this up. Like I said, at the very end of this video will be pictures of the before and afters. And as I said before, if you have any constructive criticism for this series, if you think the videos should be longer, if you think I should do less talking, if you think there should be more sounds of the pressure washer, leave those in the comment section, because I would love to see what everyone's thinking on the videos. But like I said, I greatly appreciate you for watching. Greatly appreciate you for coming on this journey with me. If you could, hit the thumbs up for me. Hit the subscribe button. I have way more pressure washing videos to come. So if you like this kind of content, you will love this channel. Be sure to check out my pressure washing playlist on my channel. And also, I'll probably link down the first episode of my pressure washing videos down in the comment section. So with that being said, my name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed, and thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Until then, peace.